Hello everyone, this is a Transformers video review of the knockoff Trypticon. It's a Kabaya knockoff Trypticon. It's a really nice little knockoff guy. He's black and brown and kind of a tannish color, which I know is not the original colors, but he looks really nice. He has almost all of the same parts as his bigger counterpart. You can kind of see there's some definitely not G1-ish stickers there on him. But he's really cool. He kind of has a version of his little laser cannon thing that he had on his head, which is kind of neat. His head still rotates. There's these turret guns that move in and out, which are pretty cool. I went ahead and took some super glue to make the joints on mine a little bit nicer. He comes as kind of a model kit, so there's a bunch of plastic pieces on a sprue and you have to put it together, which I personally find pretty fun. But if you don't enjoy constantly taking parts off and putting them back on again, you probably should go ahead and get yourself some glue and glue him down. You can see full tilt here on his chest. He comes off, and it's like a little teeny tiny version of full tilt. Obviously doesn't transform into anything, but he's pretty cool. And then down here I've got Brunt. His little extra parts make the little Brunt tank, which is pretty cool. These are very tiny. They're a little bit bigger than typical World's Smallest Transformer. This is about the size of World's Smallest Transformer Bumblebee. And then Trypticon is probably about twice the size of a regular World's Smallest Transformer, but they're really neat figures. Articulation-wise, he's got the little moving hands. His legs can move back and forth. If you undo the little clips here, he can move independently. And that's about it. He's a knockoff of a G1 figure, so he's not super articulate. The transformation's kind of neat. I don't own an original Trypticon, so I don't know how much of this is actually true to the original. But basically what you want to do is open him up here, which kind of spreads him out and starts making the city. And then these parts here don't really do anything. Now I know on the original the legs here would flip out and kind of make little towers in the distance. These don't do that. He's got little helipads which flip out, which is really awesome. They say Nelipad on it, which the camera I don't think is necessarily picking up. There it goes. There it focused. Yeah, it says Nelipad on it, which is awesome. You can always count on the knockoff people to have really awesome English like that. So you go ahead and pop those out, and then here on the back you want to flip his head upside down and flip the towers up, and that kind of gives you the majority of the base mode, and then this part flips down. So I'll go ahead and put that down here, and then you take full tilt here, or Brunt, I'm sorry, and you take the treads off, and then these separate into two pieces, and then the gun comes off. So then you end up with all of these little pieces, which is pretty cool. So then these pieces here can fit into the little holes and slots here and here to make the little towers. And then the gun piece has two little holes in it on either side, which you use to put on there and make the main center tower. And then the little tread pieces, which are left, go here on the side and make additional little towers. If I put them on right. and you end up with kind of a semi-Trypticon city just like that. I think it looks really cool considering the size class. I brought a deluxe figure. This is barely even fitting on the camera. This is Acid Storm, a typical Seeker size that you have. You can see he's really, really tiny. And then you can take full tilt if you want, and he'll fit on the ramp, and you can slide him down, pretend he's going down the ramp. It's a really neat little knockoff figure. I'm a big fan of it. There's also a Metroplex one, so you can have Metroplex square off with Trypticon, which is pretty cool. And then there's also Galvatron that I have that I'll be doing a review on, as well as Rodimus Prime. So that's pretty much the review of these little guys. I'm not actually entirely sure where you can pick them up anymore. I got mine from a member on the TFW 2005 forums. I got a whole set of them. Your best bet is to look on your typical knockoff websites. I believe KO Toys may have some of these if you really want them. They're really cheap. I think I paid like $5 a piece for them. For $5, I'm way entertained enough to consider this worth my money. So if you want them, go pick them up. I think they're really cool. Knockoff Kabaya Trypticon.